We've got NBA basketball in store for you. We're live at the American Airlines Center. We're in Dallas, Texas, the home of the Mavericks. All live on 2K Sports. I'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. You take a look at the Pistons. Pass to Abaji. The shot by Adebayo, no good. Detroit with the ball. Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's White. The rebound by Holiday. And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. A fader. Count that one. Holiday's got his team on the board to start the game for Detroit.
Boy, what a sweet touch from the mid-range from Holiday. I like seeing him capitalize from this area of the floor.
And here is Wells. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Down low. Stolen by Robinson. On the wing, Daniels. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Right side, Holiday. And that one, good.
You know, the athleticism of Holiday and his size ensures that even inside, he's an effective scorer.
And Derek White picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And if you really want to make things hard on yourselves, this is exactly how you do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
I'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Jason Kidd.
Now, we talked about Jrue Holiday and how he plans to stop him from being a factor out there. Coach said it won't be easy. He told me Holiday is a gifted two-way guy, but I think we can trip him up by staying on him on all times, by staying aggressive. So that direct approach is what they hope throws Holiday off his game. Guys?
Thank you, David. Now done. Following Jrue Holiday's three-point attempt. Wells wide open. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Top of the key, Lyles. Back to Holiday. Over in the corner, Reddish. Wells with the steal. Outside, White. Here's Abaji. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. 6 to shoot. Here's Adebayo. That puts them in the lead.
That is not a simple finish by any means. Adebayo had to keep his focus, makes the D think twice about getting physical with him.
Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer He worked extremely hard and now arguably a top 25 player.
The Mavericks leading. Pass to Abaji. Now here's White. To the paint.
Very capable as a point guard is Derek White, showing off his playmaking skills there.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Back to Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Well, they get it back. Lets it go from deep. That one, no good. The Pistons trailing. Now Holiday. Pass to Wiles. Robinson left side. Cuts off the pass. Inside. Taken away by Holiday. Daniels with it. Still scoreless. To the inside. Outside Robinson. Now here is Holiday. Over Adebayo. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. White drives in. Pass to Adebayo. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul.
Second team foul. Substitution for your man.
Done outside. Drives to the hoop. It's stolen. And here's Reddish. Back to Holiday. Over Carter. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Pass to Dunn. Back to Carter. Adebayo down low. To end the drought. And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
Now here's Reddish. Pass to Daniel. 6 on the shot clock. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Mavericks leading by 4. Here's Abaji. Here's Garuba. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Adebayo. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Pistons trailed by 4. Now Pajemski. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter. Takes a 3. Drains the three-pointer.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Pass to Garuba. Here's Abaji. Here's Tyson. Scoreless thus far. And Adebayo throws it down.
Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
He takes it in. Pajemski with it. And it's Carter picking him up. Here's Robinson. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
A steal. A Good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Mavericks lead by 1. And don't go away. We'll be back. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And the Mavericks making a change here. And Clark, on average, free throw attempts are down a fair bit in the last 20, 25 years.
Yeah, I mean, from a fan perspective, I think you compare a field goal to a couple of free throws. It's obvious, though, which is more entertaining to watch. You want to see guys score the ball in live action.
Pass to Whitmore. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Here's Stewart. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Dallas. Pass to Tyson. Takes the 3. Drills the three-pointer. Tyson's got the lead up to 4 now for Dallas.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Here's Pajemski. Back to Mathurin. A 3-ball. A three-pointer is right on target.
Yeah, Mathurin wanted this bad. He wants to one-up them at the arc.
Out to the wing. And it's Isaiah Stewart with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Pass to Garuba. Oh, and he parks it off the glass. Wow. Pajemski with it. And it's Carter picking him up. Here's Whitmore. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
This is what I love about Whitmore, his fearless attitude and that ability to draw foul.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Pass to Oladipo. Here's Garuba. Whitmore defending. Carter looking around. Clock at 6. A three-pointer, no good. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Now Mathurin, guarded by Oladipo. Here we go, one-on-one. Dallas again missing. Pajemski with it. To the middle. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Three-pointer. Here's Garuba. Another shot. Detroit with the rebound. Right side, Mathurin. Off with the layup.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Pass to Oladipo. Launches a 3. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. The Pistons lead it. The floater. And Whitmore with the layup.
And Whitmore, a beast inside because of his power and ability to elevate.
And here's Carter. No scoring in this one. Here's the lob to the hoop.
Yeah, nice, silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better.
Guys, I hope we get to see a few more of those.
And Whitmore throws it down.
Oh, man, when Cam Whitmore throws it down, you feel bad for the rim.
Here's Carter. And it's Strus with the rebound.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Here's Whitmore. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Mavericks trailed by 3. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, coming out of high school at 6'0", Derek White didn't receive any full scholarship offers. He says it was humbling, but it drove me to get better. Each time you have the doubters, you just put a little chip on your shoulder. The 29th pick overall in 2017 has come a long way. Kevin, those chips are still there.
You're so right, David. Thanks. He's become a heck of a player.
And such great feel for the game. Whitmore knowing where his teammates are at all times.
Outside, Horford. Here's Wells. Buries the long-range jumper. Wells has got 6.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
Pass to Stewart. Back to Pajemski. Whitmore with it. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
And so White will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Trailing by 2. Pass to Wells. Adebayo the screen. It's blocked. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Stewart.
Pistons substitution.
Here's White. Dallas, no good that time either.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
On the wing, Holiday. Nice ball movement by Detroit. 5 to shoot. Daniel from outside. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Here's Wells. Stewart with the steal. And now the Pistons fast break. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. The Mavericks trailing. We've got 1:55 left in the first half. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
The shot by Stewart with no one around. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
Here's White. Drops in the tray. White's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Boy, White is a capable three-point shooter now, and he does not need a lot of space or time to get off his shot.
Pass to Reddish. Down low. Here's Holiday. And Holiday throws it down.
Boy, don't let his position as a point guard fool you now. Holiday can flush it with ease.
Now here's White. Here's Abaji. Fires away from way outside. Rebound, Detroit.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Over in the corner, Reddish. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over White. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Here's Abaji. Makes it off the glass. Abaji's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Holiday. No good on the last second attempt there. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's Detroit up 1. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Pass to Daniel. It's Robinson high post. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Robinson's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Pistons. Now White. Up top, Adebayo. For the tie. Rebounded by the Pistons. Here's Holiday. Up top, Lyles. This one for 3. The shot by Holiday, no good.
I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Detroit leading by 3. Pass to Lyles. Back to Holiday. Fades. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. And the shot goes down. White. Got his second bucket tonight.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Right side, Holiday. Daniels inside the line. Detroit, no good that time either. Wells with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Pass to Dunn. Now, here's Adebayo. Here's Abaji. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And here is Lyles. Here's Reddish. Outside Holiday. Shoots over Wells. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got 8.
One of the more complete players in the league. Holiday with the nice jumper.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Abaji. It's stolen by Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
White goes in. Here's Abaji. Back to White. Wells with it. 6 to shoot. Fires from way outside. Dallas, no good that time either.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Holiday looking over the floor. Pass to Daniel. The kick out to Holiday. beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. Mavericks trailed by 5. And Wells launches it from deep. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
You know, scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
They get it back. Now Wiles. It's stolen by White. And here's the fast break. Dunn leading the way. Wells in the corner. Dunn outside. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Detroit leading by 5. Whitmore with it. 6 points for him. Again, the miss by the Pistons. And so here is Dallas. Their defense. Oh, where did that come from? Oh, that was beautiful. What a punch. Now Pajemski. Right side, Mathurin. Pass to Strus. Good on the triple. Strus has got the lead up to 6 now for the Pistons.
When Mathurin's creating for his teammates, his offensive impact goes way up.
Now here's Oladipo. Dallas moving it around. Powered down as the whistle blows. A 3-point play chance.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Here's Pajemski. Pass to Stewart. Back to Pajemski. Whitmore with it. And it's Tyson with the rebound. And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And so here is Dallas. It's a 3-point game. It's Adebayo, top of the key. No one near him. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Here's Mathurin. Pass to Pajemski. Whitmore with it. And he drives in. And the layup is good. Whitmore's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
To the paint. Here's Tyson. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Down to 5 on the shot clock.
And you see a big defensive upside in Whitmore. He's quick and has great strength.
Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
He's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Mavericks trailed by 7. Here's Tyson. Dallas again missing. Now Whitmore. He's got 10. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Carter. And it's Strus with the rebound. Pistons leading by 9. Puts up a deep 3. And it's Tyson with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Hits the 3-point bomb. The Pistons shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. That free throw missing.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Here is Carter. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Pass to Horford. Oladipo for 3. No good that time. And so it's the Detroit Pistons bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Mavericks. They trail by 7. To the inside. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Pass to Pajemski. Outside Mathurin. The 3. Carter pulls it in. Pass break, Dallas. Floats one. And he lays it up and in. Carter's got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Here's Pajemski. There's the pick. Pass to Whitmore. Lets it go with a 3. It's deflected. They get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. And here's Carter. To tie it up. Detroit with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pajemski with it. And he converts the layup.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Pass to Oladipo. Second minute off the clock now in the 4th. Outside, Horford. 5 on the clock. And Brandon Pajemski gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Pistons substitution. Number 18, Drew Holiday.
Carter outside. Shot clock at 6. Outside, Horford. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet.
Part of what makes Horford such a really good jump shooter is the fundamentals and mechanics, but also his confidence.
Pass to Whitmore. Back to Mathurin. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Outside Holiday. Carter pulls it in.
You know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they can use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Out to the right wing. Here's Tyson. Back to Carter. Rebound, Detroit. Here's Whitmore. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And when you watch Whitmore, he's much bigger than your average wing. It's a different type of matchup.
That free throw, no good. Both teams will make substitutions. And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He knows every possession is critical now. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Jason Kidd going over the plan with his team for the last few minutes. Coach was really hyping up his guys. He told them, this is what it's all about, fellas. You're in this spot for a reason. Go out and take this win. See if they can follow those instructions, guys.
Thank you, David. Mavericks trailed by 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now Daniels. Outside Holiday. Outside Mathurin. And again, it's the Pistons missing. And here are the Mavericks now. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. And then it's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Outside, White. Pass to Dunn. And the layup's good off the glass. Now here is Holiday. Stewart a screen. Over in the corner, Mathurin. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. And that's now 6 points here for Benedict Mathurin. And here's White. Fires for 3. Nailed from three-point land.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now.
For your detailed crew, get loud!
Holiday with it. Tries the spin move. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Mathurin. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Dunn. The Mavericks trail. Pass to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Big time from Bam. This guy's played in the finals, so Adebayo knows how to handle the pressure.
Outside Holiday. In the corner, it's Whitmore. Trains it from beyond the arc. And the Pistons lead by 2.
Oh, great to see the young fella step up. Whitmore showing veteran composure out there.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Here's White. Done outside. Here's Hibachi. Shot clock at 5. Here's Adebayo. Lays it up off the glass. Adebayo's got it all tied up now for Dallas.
I like watching Adebayo operate inside. He is so efficient down low.
Here's Howard. hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Abaji. Inside. 4 on the clock. And he goes in for the dunk.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Mathurin, good.
And wow, Mathurin, the youngster, making his presence known.
Pass to Wells. And here's Adebayo. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And look who shows up in the clutch. The readiness of Adebayo paying off big time.
Back to Holiday. Up top, Mathurin. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And so White will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. The lead is 2. Pass to Adebayo. Dallas moving the ball around. Detroit with the rebound.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
It's not over yet.
Now Mathurin. Back to Holiday. Back to Mathurin. And stolen by White. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies.
Mathurin for 3. That shot missing.
And nothing fancy really about that play. That's just good.
With them, they go for 40, ain't no tenant. Hold up, broke, turn rich. Love the game like Mitch. And if I leave you, they ain't done pretty. It was something about that rollie when it